What is going up YouTube? This has Gold here with another Formula 1 2012 video. In this video I'll be talking about my thoughts and predictions for the Korean Grand Prix this weekend. So therefore I'm going to go to the track and start racing around Korea. Actually I'll be racing as Pastor Maldonado in this race. This is also being done live by the way, so if you can spend a second hitting the like and subscribe buttons, it will be much appreciated, and if you really want, leave a comment to tell me how I can improve my videos. But anyway, let's get into the commentary. Now, this video is titled My Thoughts and Predictions, so that's exactly what I'm going to give you, so don't expect too much, like commentating on the action that's going to be happening. Yeah, so, Korean Grand Prix. It's got a few straights, however it's mostly like Singapore and Japan corners, which will favour the Red Bull obviously. So my pick, unsurprisingly, for pole position in qualifying is going to be Sebastian Vettel, as that Red Bull is extremely fast around the corners. I mean, faster than any other car. So to be honest, I can't see anyone other than him, and possibly a challenge from Hamilton, as we can see we've got Vettel starting fourth here. So for pole it'll be Vettel. For second I can only see Lewis Hamilton, as I believe he did win it once at Korea. Correct me if I'm wrong. As we get into fifth, wow. Not one of my strongest tracks, so forgive me if I don't finish well, but anyway, that's not what I'm here to talk about. So Vettel's on pole, I believe Hamilton will get second and Mark Webber third. And I say Hamilton second because yes, McLaren isn't the best round corners, however it's not that bad either. I mean, Hamilton managed to win the Grand Prix here, I believe, when it was first done in 2010. Yeah, 2010. So that's why I've chose him as being second. The surprise of qualifying for me, it's going to be probably, I'll say Bruno Senna getting into the top 10. Because, yes, he hasn't really been in the main highlights of races, but he's had decent results. I mean, he's had 10th, 9th, 8th, and I believe was 6th in Malaysia. So I'm putting him as the person who's going to surprise people in qualifying. Disappointment or shock of qualifying, if you like, I would say is probably going to be Pastor Maldonado. This is because he's a rookie to this track. Well, not a rookie, he came here in 2011. I don't believe it went too well for him. That may not have been his fault, but because it was the car that Williams had a terrible car in 2011, but that's a different story. I mean, Pastor Maldonado, he didn't really have a race highlight in 2011 here. So I'm picking him to start about 12th or 13th because I can't see him getting into the top 10 shootout. Just because I feel he's too aggressive of a driver to be taking like time and patience going corners such as this one. So anyway, on to the race. My prediction is that it's going to be a 2011-esque race with the Red Bulls dominating, because I believe they have got the race pace at any track at the moment, especially around Korea where it's full of bends as well, which Red Bull just seems to love. I mean, they can't go any faster around corners if they tried, but I'm sure Adrian Newey, the chief director of design of the Red Bull, will come up with some sort of way to make it faster. So I believe it's going to be Red Bull 1-2. It seems in the last two Grand Prix there's been a dramatic first corner, or someone big will drop out. This could be probably not Alonso again, because I reckon he's really like annoyed after what happened in Japan with him crashing out and losing his cushion in the Drivers' World Championship. So now at this point is only 4 different between the person in second place, which is Sebastian Vettel. So the big scalp that may go out at the first couple of corners like this one, or at the end of the straight I'm about to go on to, is probably going to be Jenson Button, because I can't see him doing well either, as said the fastest lap. Can't see him doing well because if, with his driving style, if he mucks up one corner, especially on a track like this, he'll muck up several corners, and that could let him down. But I reckon at this corner here, a HRT at the back will lock up like I believe it was the Woodsy did in Monza. and he will simply just slide into the back of the McLaren, even taking him out of the race. And the person who I believe is going to have a solid race, finishing the points, do really well, I reckon is probably going to be Nico Hulkenberg again, because he's on form at the minute. He, in my opinion, is the form driver, although it may not be mentioned. Even it's my favourite corner, by the way. He hasn't been really mentioned in the paddock, but I reckon he could do well this weekend. Maybe get a 7th place, which would be a decent result for Force India in their fight against Williams. I mean, I don't think they're going to catch Sauber. Another person who I believe will do well here is probably going to be Kamui Kobayashi. I mean, he's absolutely drowned in confidence right now after getting his first ever podium in front of his home fans. So I reckon he'll have a solid result. The disappointment of the race, I believe, will probably be Lewis Hamilton, because I don't think he'll do well. I reckon he'll get frustrated or something like that, and he'll just end up giving up on the race. I don't know why, that could be completely wrong, but that's what I feel. I reckon the HRTs, believe it or not, they may not watch them during the race, will also have good qualifying as we go through the results, and a good race. Oh. It's the HRTs that do well. See if I mention anyone here who have a decent finish. Nope. But anyway, so we'll completely change in the race, hopefully. And this weekend, something has a go here with my predictions for the Korean GP. It's my first ever video on predictions, so thank you for watching, and I'm out here.